Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to give you kind of Gerard's 4-month update. It has been a little while since I've done an update. He actually is about 4.5 months now when I'm filming this, so it's really a 4.5 month update. But also at the end I want to give you tummy time ideas because I've been getting asked that a lot over on Instagram. So I thought, I would just kind of share what we've been doing here. So he is 14 pounds at this point. He is about 6 pounds 1 ounces up from birth, about 1 pound and 4 ounces up from the last update. He is in 3 to 6 month clothing, wearing diaper size 2 now. His wake windows are about 1 hour and 20 minutes to 2 hours, just depending on time of day or what his previous nap was. He is waking up between 6:30, 7:30 each day, gets about 4 naps, again, depending on the day and his wake times and wake windows, and then is going to sleep again between 6:30, 7:30. We have tried to push back that bedtime to more like 7:30, 8:30, but he's not having it. He is just ready early, so that'll probably change, I imagine, but right now it's still kind of early. And for naps, he's been getting a little bit harder to put down, just like rocking is not, it's taking too long, even if he's tired, yawning, like ready for bed, you can see it. It's just not working as well. So we're now trying more of like, put in the crib, pick him up, rock, put him in the crib, pick him up, rock. And that's better for my back at this point. So I'm kind of glad about that. But his naps are about 45 minutes to 2 hours. Most of the time they're 45 minutes. I get a 2-hour nap about once a week, but again, changes every nap. We never know how long of a nap we're gonna have. And at night for like bedtime sleeping, lately he's been really up a lot. I think just between teething and moving and being gassy and all the things that happen, 4-month sleep regression, he's been going to bed, waking up like at 9, at 12, at 3, at 6, like pretty a lot. So that was definitely less good than he was doing at my last update. But again, we're at the 4-month kind of brain development, so could make sense. As for activities, he's what I call my bionic baby. And if you are listening to this with a 4-month-old, do not feel like your 4-month-old should be doing this, because I don't think my previous babies did. Like, this is kind of weird, but because I think he's so stubborn, he hates his back, he hates being strapped in, he hates the car seat still. That's an update, or non-update. He is rolling back to front and front to back. He is crawling, not like a 9-month-old would crawl where he just like gets up and shoots across the room, but he gets up, he gets on all fours, and he will crawl to his toy, even if it's across the room. He is crawling, which is just, that actually started just before he turned 4 months and has been crazy. He is sitting pretty well. I mean, he's not like a wobbly crazy guy when he sits. I still have to sit next to him when he's sitting because he could fall, but he's a pretty good sitter. And yesterday he actually crawled to get a toy and then sat himself down from crawling to get it. So I'm blown away by his strength and his determination, or whatever it is that's getting him to these. Like, I have not had such a strong baby. Like, this is just crazy to me how strong he is and how fast his milestones are coming. Right now he prefers to be on his tummy. I guess, he can move and get where he wants to be, so that's like definitely how he wants to be. If you put him on his back, he doesn't even stay on his back for a second. He does not like his back. He will move right over and get going on his belly. He likes his bouncer and his high chair. We put him in a high chair with his toys. He likes his little bouncer thing. And he's starting to like the swing outside, which he really hasn't liked since birth, really. He hasn't really liked that swinging motion, and he's starting to like that. He likes anything he can chew on because he is teething. His bottom 2 teeth gums are so swollen. Like, you can see the teeth below. They're not quite broken through yet, but I am sure by this next update at the 5 whatever I do, he will have 2 teeth because they are so close to erupting. And that's about it for updates. Now I guess I'll move into some tummy time stuff. So for tummy time, I know it's like hard for some people. So starting kind of from the newborn stage to usually about 3 months, you know, you can do tummy time on your chest. You can hold them at your chest. You can put your baby over your lap, like, and just on your knees, so then their head has to go up. You can put them up like in an assisted position, like with a boppy. I don't have a boppy pillow right here with me, but like pretend this is a boppy. It's more round. You can put the baby's chest like right here, and their arms over so that their chest is. Make sure you supervise them, obviously. You don't want any accidents happening. You could also roll a towel and do the same thing that a boppy does. It's probably just a little less support than a boppy. So you could roll up a towel, like a beach towel or a bath towel. And then as they get better at it and need less support, you could move to a kitchen towel or a like swaddle blanket or something. And then also what you could do is, hey Joel, come here real quick. This is like hard to demonstrate. I'm gonna lay down and try to demonstrate it for you, and I don't have Gerard, so I can't really demonstrate it for you. But what you can do is you can lay down with your knees up, and then you can kind of put your baby like this. So you have your knees like at a 90-degree angle, and then you have them here holding them, obviously, but then they're gonna be forced to kind of lift their head. So kind of like a mini airplane, I guess. But that is another idea for tummy time. And then another thing you can do is the football hold. You know, when you're carrying them around, do the football hold. Put them on your forearm and kind of carry them around like that, and it'll force them to put their head up. Again, Gerard's not here, and that would probably be hard to film with him anyway, but I hope that those kind of give you some ideas for the non-floor type tummy time. If you're doing the floor, make sure that you're doing it first in a comfy position for them. If you're putting them on a hardwood floor, they're not gonna want to be in tummy time for very long. So make sure the environment is all set up for them, whether it's a like mat or on a carpet or, you know, something. And then if they don't like it, a lot of babies just don't like to be put down straight into tummy time. It gets their startle reflex. You'll see if their hands shoot out or something and like tense up, that's probably what's happening. So if you kind of put them down on their back and roll them into tummy time, or if you put them down on their side and roll them into tummy time, that can often help with some of the hesitation or pushback they give you on tummy time. And when they're in tummy time, tuck their arms underneath their body so that they are able to be up a little bit more. It just helps them rather than their arms being kind of flat out. If they're not liking it too, start small. It does not have to be a 10-minute tummy time every time. You can start with 2 minutes and then pull them out, and then increase to 3, and then to 5, and then to 10. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be, you know, this huge long stretch right at the start. You can work up to it as they get stronger. And then just for some ideas, like while they're kind of on the mat, is put up a mirror or some black and white cards for them. I can grab some. I literally have like a bucket of toys here that I have like next to our tummy time mat, and I'll just pull out a different one each time. So this little thing here has some black and white cards. Well, these ones are colored. There's 2-pack. One's black and white, one has color, once they start getting the visual discrepancy. So we'll pick one of these pages, and then on the back has a mirror. So I'll mix it up between black and white cards and the mirror. He really likes that. Of course, you can do a toy. You can do any toy. This is like, you know, a lot of textures. It has crinkle paper is one. We will also do stuffed animals or baby dolls. He really seems to like those. So we'll set those up in front of him and let him kind of either reach for it or scoot towards it. We also really like water sensory bins. These are great for outside in the nice weather. Of course, you do not want to put too much water in them, and you definitely want to make sure you are supervising with this, but just kind of letting their arms rest in it and getting that water texture. Make sure anything you put in there is safe to be in the water and not too small. And then also is this toy that we have. It's called 5 Sides of Fun, and it has different things on each side of the cube. And this one is good for tummy time practice, but also for sitting practice and then later standing practice. And then another thing you can do is peekaboo. So something like this scarf, and you can get on the floor with them and be looking face to face with them. Put this and like go peekaboo, peekaboo, you know, something like that. So that's another kind of way that you could do it. And then also something like this. If you do tummy time, if you have like a door or a window, or you could even just put it flat like this. But I like to, we have a big sliding door, and I'll put him to tummy time in front of that and suction this to the door at the bottom, and then he can kind of try to hit it and make it spin. But you could do that here too. So just trying to do a spinner or something like that. And then you could also try putting them on their sides. You could put something on their backs to support them. So like put them here and put this at their back so that they can't roll onto their back. And then you could put something in front of them. So here's this. She just brought a baby here, so I can use this. Here's baby. And they're supported, and then put a toy right here. And then that'll kind of encourage them to kind of go onto their tummy their own to reach said toy. You can have your baby back. So yeah, those are some ideas. Those are things we do around here. I hope that's helpful and answers your questions. But yeah, that's all for Gerard's 4-month update. We will see you next time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.